Boy, Lights in the building. Welcome to KK47 TV.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Let's do it.
Uncle Light, man. I finally got you, brother.
Yeah. You've been telling me to sit down, kick it with you for a minute. I might as well. you know?
Yeah, you got a lot of information, man, people need.
Yeah, I know some things. I know some. I got answers. God made me a father, so I'm supposed to have some answers.
Oh, you a father?
Yeah, so I gotta have answers for the kids, for the youngins, my nephews, my nieces.
You think all fathers got answers?
Well, they don't. Sad to say, everybody ain't paying attention to everything that's going on. Not saying I'm paying attention to everything, but I try to think before I talk.
What you be paying attention to?
I'm different. I pay attention to Mother Nature. I pay attention to what's around the trees. I'm a grounder. You know what that is? I like to be in tune with the planet. Sound crazy, but people do it. They go out there and ground, put their feet in the grass, and get downloads from the planet. That's what we call it. It gives you thought process. I talk to the trees sometimes. People think it's crazy. I get high fives when I walk past leaves. high five. The leaf reach out and touch me. Everybody's like, whoa. It ain't magic. The planet loves us. When I say us, I mean, our people, FBA. That's what we at. FBA, Foundation Black American.
Wait, that's the people that got beef with Fat Joe?
Well, they ain't got beef, it's the people that's making a stand. People that's coming out letting you know that, this is who we are. People that ain't really did it before, we all getting a download from somewhere. I say the earth, we all getting the same download. So what I'm saying right now, a couple of people might feel it in their bones.
So we just download it from the earth.
We get information, sometimes it's hard to get the information because we think about too much. We got bills going on, we got kids going on, we got JayZ and Diddy and Puffy and everybody. It's hard to focus sometimes, but that's the point of downloads. You want to kind of get your focus going on. Think about things the way you should. You don't want to be quick and what do you call it? Quick to pass judgment on nothing. But I like what you're doing, Kane. I see you out here.
Appreciate
you. I all your YouTube, I give you comments when I see you.
Yeah, I saw the last one.
I let you know how I feel. I dig what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I said let me sit down for a minute. Let's kick it.
Why not, man? So are you one of those people that believe that the earth is flat?
I'm one of those people that don't believe information from the alphabet news. ABC, CBS, CNN, all these alphabet news, they here to program us. They want us to think a certain way. And most of us do it. But yeah, I like to think before I answer.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
When we got the house, when you own the house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure
You're supposed to be playing that right now.
So,
Yeah. They got to get the lawn done.
They got to get the lawn done, right?
So,
do you think I'm wrong for hiring immigrants to cut my lawn?
I don't think you're wrong. It's what's available. It's here. It's the now. You got to deal with the now. Everybody's waking up right now. It's a hard thing to say, but I'm gonna try to make it easy. People are waking up to the fact that it looks like we're being replaced in this America. But hey, you could call it conspiracy, but you kind of see it everywhere you go. You bumping into situations that ain't us. But we them people that make the best of all in any and every situation. So there's no lost hope or none of that. I got plenty of faith. You know, I believe, and not just believe, I know, you know. I wish we had Sam Cooke's Change Gonna Come playing in the background, because that's what's going down right now. You know, people are living through this change. Is they opening their eyes? Is people paying attention? You know, ain't no levees breaking, ain't no rain for 2 weeks, but it's a lot of water hitting this land. You know, something to think about. But yeah, you know, I just want to share my.
But these land, that's one thing I don't understand, bro. It's like, where's the water coming from?
Exactly. Like, you know, we don't have no levees broken, no dam broke. It ain't been raining for 2 weeks. I don't know. It seemed like Mother Nature's upset. I mean, if Mother Nature's upset, you know, what do? You know, we safe. My people safe. Mother Nature loves us, y'all. I promise. Things be happening, we be like, oh shit. And they be like, oh! You know? We here, we watching it. We can call it global warming. We could play the game. Judgment is what it is. Judgment. But anyway, I'm glad I got to kick it with you, King. I'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
One more question, though?
One more.
Before we go?
Let's go.
I want to know, because we touched on the flat earth a little bit. And when you come back, I really want to.
Not really, because, you know, we didn't really touch on it. Because I'm kind of with the not being a ball thing, you know, and not spinning at thousands of miles per hour and nobody's flying away. It doesn't make too much sense, you know.
And they proved, like, so many times, like, you know that UN map, the map in the UN.
I've been on flights, I've been on planes, I've been on boats, and I've never seen a curvature in my life. I've seen flat on the plane, on the boat, on dry land. I've seen flat. I've looked. We all look. We looking. We're not seeing it. I mean, they talk a good game, but show it, you know?
So you believe in God?
I believe in God. I believe God is in all of us. Okay. And when I say all of us, I only mean all of us.
Mm-hmm. Right. So
there are godless.
There's a lot of godless
around us, all around us, godless.
Clones?
That's something that I don't know about. I've heard about it. You know, it looks somewhat convincing because, you know, it's television. It's the stage, you know, and the stage is always set. So it's kind of hard to figure out, you know, what's real and what's not because people are setting stages.
And one more thing, man, because we could talk for hours.
I know, we've done it.
Now that you got, bro, like earlier before we got here, we was chopping it.
Yeah, we chopped it for a minute, yeah.
Just chopping it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before you go, man, I know you're big on Donald Trump, right?
Yeah, Don is good.
So I like Donald Trump. He's from Queens, not too far.
Not too far, yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
right? Not too far.
My thing is, growing up, I was born in the 80s. I don't care. Y'all put my age out there. I was born in the 80s. I would see Donald Trump, black people, all the time.
It was always a good look.
Always a good. Puffy, even though Puffy's going through it. But back in the days,
we never looked at him like they're telling us to look at him today. We looked at him like, oh, Donald Trump. And there you go.
This is why I'm asking about the clones. Because this man, to me, is down for black people. But then I would say he's down for right. Okay. That's what I would say. I wouldn't just label him as our, like, you know, down for black people because, you know, that's tricky. Mm-hmm. That's hard to find. We have Obama and he wasn't down for us and he had our color. So, you know, that's hard to say. I mean, I dig Donald Trump. He hasn't come up with policies or made things happen that are affecting our families, that are hurting or I mean, it's like there's no misplaced trust. You know, when you dealing with these other characters, it was always like a question mark in the back of your head. You kind of know where Don coming from. And me, I'm from Queens, and you know, Queens know Queens, so he's one of them.
Yeah.
You know, he's very sarcastic. That's what we do.
I'd rather have somebody that's sarcastic, funny.
You understand?
Stiff and then snake you.
You understand where he's coming from.
Right.
So, you know, he's not a bad guy in my book. You know, I voted for him twice. You know, I wish I could vote for him 3 times. I do get a lot of heat from it. I get a lot of heat from it. I got family members, I got friends. I don't want to argue about Trump being evil. I don't want to argue about Trump, all the names that they throw at him. Let's you know, judge a man's work. You know, judge his work. You judge his work, then you won't be repeating what everybody's saying. You know, all this phobic and all these, you know, new words they made up for people that's doing things.
All right, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed the conversation, man. Anytime, you know, give me a call. I'll come through. We shoot the breeze. We usually do it. We just don't do it on camera, so.
Now we taking it to another level.
That's what we're doing.
So you can tell the people where they can find you at? You got social media?
Well, right now, they can find me through KK47.
Let's go, man.
Right now, you can find me through KK47.
Yeah, y'all want
You
to
know,
talk to life?
if a star is born, KK found it.
But you've been here, though. How can I find something that's already there?
Well, I'm, you know, I treat, you know, life and everything around it like, you know, it ain't me, you know, don't thank me, thank God. You know, it ain't me that's bringing a blessing to anyone. When I help you, it ain't me helping you, it's God in me. Like the Spirit said, you know, if you could do it, do it. So I don't really, accolades ain't my thing, you know.
So any advice for the kids before you leave?
Advice for the kids, yeah. Kids, listen to your mom and your dad, not your friends. Your friends don't have the answer. You're both searching at the same time. I'll give you some good advice next time. I gotta come up with something, you know.
Every time.
Straight from the head, you know, I'll give you something, but you know, I gotta come up with something.
That's probably the best advice that you can actually give to some kids, to listen to their parents.
I appreciate
that. Ain't shit. But it's still, if they are ain't shits, listen to them, because you can learn from an ain't shit person. You can learn what not to do.
Exactly.
All right, my bro, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
To the bag, she clutching her purse. She calling me dad while I'm whipping the vert. The paper plates on the window defrost. I step on the gas.
Thank you for checking in with me. You want to stay updated? Check out this playlist right here. Oh, you still here? Hit subscribe. I hit the block with a pack full of rock for the cost of my